Hi guys, that's Gianpaolo Lorusso speaking for a new edition of the top 10 PPC World News for the last 3 weeks, actually, because we had a little shift. I was winning in the sea Friday, the last Friday. So, okay, let's start from the bottom. Actually, in 3 weeks, we had more. Many interesting news. So I had some difficulties to stick to only 10 of them. So there are 3 jury prizes, extra prizes, number 11, 12, and 13. 13 is a news from our own ADworld Experience, the first confirmed speakers for the next edition, which will be in October in Bologna, on 14th and 15th of October. And so I leave it up to you. It's a very interesting lineup of people who is coming to speak directly in Bologna, and the event will be available also via live stream. The 12th post, it's by LinkedIn. LinkedIn decided to launch their own certification program, sort of Google partnership or blueprint by Facebook. So they now have their own free certification programs for marketing experts on LinkedIn. Finally, the 3 extras of this week is a post by social media marketing Lisa Jenkins about TikTok advertising on local audiences. TikTok is not famous for being a local social network, but here you see a lot of settings that may bypass this limitation and have a sort of local audience targeting. So let's move to the 10th, to the news number 10. Okay, this week the news number 10 is by Susie Marino, World Stream. It's about Google Ads dynamic exclusion lists. It's something interesting because it's like an placement exclusion, but of course is updating. So it's far more useful than a static list. I've never used it yet, but I think I will test as soon as I have the possibility to do it. Let's move to the news number 9. René Ackermans, who did an interesting experiment with the responsive search ads, pinning and unpinning items, headlines or descriptions, to look at the relation between ad strength and quality scores. And she finds that the relation is less if there is a relation, is not so direct, and that was something I completely agree on it, because I found in my experience that it's for the main part, it's this ad strength indicator is only a semantic algorithm, which is looking at what you use in your headlines and descriptions, and now we know also if you pin them if you force the system to use them or not. If you don't force the system to use, of course, the ad strengths tend to be higher. Let's move to the news number 8. Video extension by Microsoft Advertising. It's a very nice extension. I think they're going to have quite an interesting feedback from this extension, and I don't know if I want Google to follow this example or not, but it seems interesting to use a sort of tutorial or introductive video to promote some results in SERPs, in results of the search engine. Let's move to the news number 7. Display video 360, the professional programmatic platform, programmatic ads platform by Google itself, has added some more controls on connected TVs. Why is it interesting, this piece of news? Because I think this is the first step. Is we're heading towards an integration of web marketing platform and TV platform. As soon as connected TV will arrive to have an audience, a large audience, comparable to the journalistic programs, the general channels on TV, it would be easier for us working on the web to have a TV-like audience. It's not a very good news for TV broadcast channels, because of course it would be much more economic to have this kind of ads instead of the traditional TV ads. But we'll see what happens in the future. News number 6. Here's a very clever video by Brad Geddes explaining which are the top the top 10 conversion tracking mistakes he saw in his career, his long and honored career in PPC. It's a nice post, something me too. I've several times I've encountered in my accounts, so I suggest you to have a look to it. News number 5. Laura Moore, on Social Media Examiner, suggests 3 ways to build Facebook ad audiences of people who interacted in some ways with our page, our contents. And she suggested to base this audience creation on instant experience interactions, video interactions, and carousel ads interactions. So it's something to test and interesting to know. News number 4. Getting tighter to the top 3. Here's a post by Frederick Wallace on Search Engine Land about federated learnings of cohorts. He here Frederick is explaining more in depth how this system works or should have worked if it would have done its way to the web. Now it's only I remember you that I recall you that it's only a trial by Google, and in particular he underlines that FLoc, FLoC, is not a walled garden by Google, but it's an open system, open also to other PPC platforms. So I had to think about again on this system after this post, and it's actually, I think it's actually a pity if the PPC industry doesn't find an agreement on FLoc or FLoC or something else to track conversions for this industry, of course. Let's see what happens also here. Now we enter the top 3 for this week. The number 3 in our hit parade for this for the last 3 weeks is by Susie Marino, and she's talking about she's explaining the new ad violation policy, policy for violation in Google. They are going to test it starting from September, and I think it's a move in a more transparent behavior. Before this way, Google explains that if you have your ads blocked, disapproved for 3 times in 90 days for one of their main threads, main ad threads in guidelines like dishonest behavior, pharmaceutical or supplements goods, and dangerous products. In these categories, it's quite easy to have disapprovals. So if you have 3 of them, then you, within 90 days, then you can have your account blocked indefinitely. And that's at least a general rule to which we all can stick. Okay, let's move to the news number 2. Google Ads Optimized targeting. What is it, and how it works? It's going to be rolled out in the next weeks, and the difference between audience expansion, the Google Display Network, also audience expansion, and optimized targeting is that in audience expansion, Google is trying to find users which are similar to the behavior of users you are trying to target. In optimized targeting, they are trying to find users which behave like people who already converted in your target. So it's a slight but significant difference. Of course, it should be much more effective than the audience expansion. So we'll see what happens. I've never used it yet, so we'll see. Now the Number one poll. It's a news from Google itself. It's about what they call the enhanced conversion beta. It's a way to use all the data of logged in users from Google to better track the conversions, to summarize it. And they use Google Global Site Tag or Tag Manager to set up this enhanced conversion. I hope it will recover some of the numbers lost with iOS updates. So let's hope together that this is a way at least to have Google numbers more adhering to reality. That's all for this edition. May the ROI be with you. Here is all from Gianpaolo Lorusso. Ciao, and see you at ADworld Experience, maybe. Ciao.